Hey y'all, I'm Lisha the Southern Ladybug, and back to do another video in like less than a month, maybe a little over a month. I don't remember. It's unheard of, unprecedented. I'm off today. Today's a Monday, and I took a few days off at the end of last week, and I'm off today. Um, and I got the place to myself. My husband's at work. I went home a few days last week to visit my parents, check on my mom. She's not doing real great, but we had a good weekend. And so I'm off today, and I'm finishing up some orders, have some errands to run, but I had to come show y'all what I've been up to. It ain't much stitching, but it's some other stitchy goodness, some accessories that I was working on. So I wanted to show y'all real quick before I sent these off. I just finished up an order from a friend Noelle, and I wanted to show y'all what they were before I sent them out, and because pictures just don't do them justice. So I was hoping I could get these on video, show everybody what I've been up to, and let y'all see, because I'm really excited. Another new craft. That's just what I need in my life. Another new craft. Let's talk about some stitchy stuff first. I have been crocheting. I don't know if I've stitched any since I saw y'all last, but maybe. The only thing that I have stitched on is my Playing with Jacks by the Cricket Collection. This was a Mania start. I don't even know how many years ago now. Doesn't matter. It's the one and only Mania I've ever done, ever will do. And I started this. Didn't get very far. This is stitching up very fast when I actually work on it, and it's pretty. I love it. I've done the alternate pumpkin for the middle. The picture shows the jack-o'-lantern face, but it's got an alternate pattern for a different pumpkin if you wanted him to not be quite so seasonal. And so I did that, and it's really pretty. I did not have the called for thread for the leaves, but I had something similar, and it's pretty, just like it is. No idea what the fabric is. It was a scrap that I got at a retreat. I don't know if it wasn't labeled, if I didn't write it down or what, but I have no idea. But it's a pretty green, kind of sagey green color, and it's real pretty. I was getting a little nervous. I had to go on and get to the edge of it because I was afraid I wasn't going to have enough room. Even though I measure and I count and I measure and make sure, it was getting a little close, and so I got a little worried. I don't have a ton of room, but I'm planning on finishing as a not a flat fold, but a flat finish. So I'm just going to mount it on a mounting board with a little bit of edge. So I don't need much, but I still get a little nervous. That's the only stitching I've done. It's pretty. I really like it. It's a stitch along with Jen's stitching niche. How are you coming, Jen? She called me out on like 2 videos and said, this is supposed to be a stitch along with the Southern Ladybug. Well, by God, I'm stitching it. I've gotten a ton of fabric in, and I don't need any more fabric, but I don't have a local stitching store except for Jen's stitching niche. She'll get me whatever I want or need with no problem. But sometimes when I'm ready to start a project, I just need a stash of fabric. I can't just go to the store and pick something. So you got to have a mix and some of everything, because you never know what you're going to want. And when you get a new pattern that you want to start right now. I'm not one for a planner and think about things. When I want to start something, I'll start now. And I want all the things together when I get ready for it. So a couple of patterns that I have ordered from Katrina. Her website I will put below. It's stitchingfun.com, I think. Cross Thread Needleworks is her Facebook page. Y'all check her out. But she's who always sponsors and hosts the retreats that we go to. And she's got a website, and I always get her to order me a few things. And I love this new series by Cottage Garden Samplings. It's called A Time for All Seasons. And I got the first 2, and I just think they're really pretty. It's a snowman. Snow Time. It's Snow Time. That came out January, I think. And then the second one is Love is in the Air. I love this one. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty Valentine one. I love that. The third one that came out, I didn't care for it too much, so I didn't get it. But I got these first two Katrina ordered for me. And I also got some other fabric from Katrina. And this is a super pale pink. What's it called? Blush. Weeks Dye Works, 36 count. It's kind of washing out. But I'm going to do this one on it. I think that's going to be so pretty. If I get back a little bit, you can tell. It's light pink. I love that. I think that'll be pretty. So I'm ready to go on that whenever I get ready to start it. It's good to go. Some other fabric I got from Katrina was Anya, I think. This is from Under the Sea Fabric, Leslie. She dyes beautiful fabric, but she's got some crazy names. They're all like Greek mythology and different things like that. And I think she calls it Anya. It's opalescent glitter. It's kind of a pale pinky, just real neutral, but it's pretty. But I'm all about some, you can't see the sparkle. There you go. And the raw opal, 28 count. I want to do the Secret Santa series from Hands On Design that came out last market. I still haven't gotten to. But I thought that would be pretty. Just real simple. And I ordered a whole bunch of fabric from Leslie at Under the Sea Fabrics. Every year, at the end of the year, she opens up the fabrics that she has done for her Fabric of the Month Club to anybody who wants to order. So I jumped on that. I'm not in her Fabric of the Month. It's hard to get in. But when she has an opening, I think I'm going to jump on it this next time. But here are a few things that I did order. This is Melissa's. This is a 28 count linen. It's pretty. It's kind of a neutral browny goldy color. That'll be pretty for something. Stone washed. That's really pretty. Just a blue. Looks like stone washed blue jeans. Perfect name. Kelpie. I got the opalescent in that. It's kind of a bluey green. It'll be pretty. I don't know. Ceridwen. It's an orange. I just thought that was interesting. It's not that orange by any means. It's much lighter and softer than that. That looks like fire. But something will go on that real pretty. Calliope. I don't think that's how it's pronounced. It's a purpley, pinky. I haven't even opened these up. This is the first time I've opened the package. Ooh, that's pretty. Some kind of Mirabilia fairy or pixie will go on that. And Spellbound. Just a pretty gray, bluey gray color. Some kind of Halloween something will go on that. That's pretty. And that's it. Just a variety. Some 36, 32 count, 28 count. Some of everything. Just to have. I still have fabric from when I was in the Silk Weaver Fabric of the Month Club years ago. I still have that stuff, but it's a lot of blues and purples, which I like, but not much variety. So I tried to get a few extra, you know, just trying to get some other stuff. Okay, so that's it for my stitchy goodness, except what I've been working on accessory wise. Just wait. Let's talk about some crochet. This is a quick video. I got errands to run, but I wanted to show y'all what I've been up to. So this is going to be just real quick. I have done, there's a designer called Heidi Bears, and she does designs of animals with the African flower crochet motif. And she puts them together to make different animals. I've made a bulldog and a couple of elephants. And the pattern calls for real fine, I think maybe number 2 sport weight fingering yarn. That's really hard to find in a whole lot of colors around here. We don't have a specialty yarn store. All we've got is the big box stores, Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and they have a good selection, but they don't have a whole lot of colors. So if I'm looking for something specific, it's hard to do. So I just did it with regular number 4 worsted weight yarn, just regular yarn. And that sucker turned out huge, but it was awesome. It was so much fun. But I wanted to do one. I've always wanted to do one with the real fine number 10 crochet thread and one of the small steel hooks. And just been putting it off and like, well, I got other things to do. And so I finally got to it and decided, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I made this little bulldog. He's light, this is light blue, not gray. It kind of looks gray. And then dark blue, red, white, and blue. And I have this in mind to give it away. It's going to be hard because I've grown real attached to him. But he's so little. He's so cute. I love him. This is Max. Actually, his name's going to be Champ because I want to give him to one of my doctors that I work with. He went to Louisiana Tech and played football. I went to Louisiana Tech my first year in college. And so we have that little bond, which it's a small world that we ended up working together. But he's still a huge Bulldog fan, and I am too. And I think that he would love this. So Champ is the mascot for Louisiana Tech University. And these are Louisiana Tech colors. And I think it'll be awesome. I think he'll love it. So I'm going to give him that. And that's the African flower motif. And it's different ones. Got a, hexagons, squares, pentagons, all the shapes. And then you put them together and crochet it as you go instead of sewing it together. I ain't about sewing stuff on. I hate it. Hate it. But he turned out really cute. I'm really proud of him. So I'm going to have to make some more because I love working with the crochet thread anyway. And then to make these are fun. I'm going to make some more animals. I bought the pattern for a dragon. And I think he'd be really fun. So I've got to find some cool thread and decide on colors for him. The other thing that I've been crocheting is a bunch of bunnies. You've got to look at all my bunnies. I've already packed up a few of these to send out, but this is what I got left. It's a lot of fluffy bunnies. Do you know what a group of bunnies is called? I looked it up. It's called a fluffle. How cute is that? That's awesome. That is the best group name ever. This pattern is by Katie's Crafts. He's just a chunky bunny, and he sits like that. He's just a white bunny. Sweet little bunny with a bunny cocktail. And this is the same pattern, but I used different yarn. This is the big soft chenille yarn that I use for all my cuddle buddies and lovies, and this is just regular yarn. But I thought it was really pretty in that kind of confetti, pastel confetti color. But you can see the difference in size. A Peeps bunny. I was just playing with yarn, looking for different yarns. This is just a purple velvety yarn. And wanted to try that pattern out. He's cute. And this is a flip-flop bunny. Pattern by Accessorize This Designs. And this is kind of a fuchsia color in that soft chenille yarn. But he's little. He's just a little bunny. And you can just carry him around. And he's got a little white cottontail too. Oh, you can't see it. You can kind of see. There you go. Any fun? And then while I was at it, I also did another lamb lovey because he's so sweet. I did it in yellow this time. I love these. I love making these, and they are so soft and sweet, and I just love them. And I thought a lamb would be cute for Easter as well. And the other one I did, these all stitch up really fast, so I've gotten a bunch done. I did a dinosaur, a chunky dinosaur. This is a Katie Did's Craft pattern too, and it's basically the same pattern as the bunny, but with extra stuff. He's got some blue spines and a belly. How cute is that? Little chunky dinosaur. I thought a little boy might like that one. So those are on my Facebook page and my Instagram, and I'll link those below if anybody's interested in that. I hadn't put them in my shop yet. They're ready to go if anybody wants it. I don't know that it will, depending on where you live, I don't know if it'll get there before Easter, but I'll be glad to send it to you if anybody's interested. Okay, so my new obsession includes glitter, which why not, and resin. I haven't done anything with resin yet. I did play a little bit with the UV resin. I made some keychains a while back and then put that over the top of it to make it a good slick surface. But that's all that I've done. I haven't ventured into the tumblers and pins and badge reels and everything that everybody's making until now. I'm still not going to get into a lot of that, but some friends at work ordered some badge reels that used these resin discs and had a monogram or a word on them or something like that. And I was like, I can do that, and I can use that for something else. So I made one. Pink, of course. Glitter, obviously. And I put my monogram on it. Found this neat monogram. It's a little bit different than some I've seen. It's LTD. And I made a needle minder. How about that? I think that is so awesome. It's about 1 3/4 inches in diameter. And it's not very heavy at all. The resin is very light. And then it's got the magnet on it to hold on your fabric. When you're working and you put your needle there, that's your needle minder. How awesome is that? So I made my first one and I just glued my magnet on like I have with all the others that I've done. And then I had an epiphany and had a brilliant idea and put the magnet, embedded the magnet in the resin as I poured it. And so it's in there. It's not coming out. I don't have to glue anything. And then you can put your other magnet on the back of it. It's a lot, makes it a lot thinner too. So that's what I've been up to. I've got an orange one and a fuchsia one and a pink one. This is dark green. Ooh, that's pretty. You can really see that. It's really dark when you look at it if you don't have it just in the right light. I tried to mix it and do a purple and pink. Didn't come out great, but it's okay. These are just the discs. They don't have any monogram on them yet. Got a bunch of colors. Yellow and blue and the orange again. Kind of a tealy green. And there's a blue with the monogram. Green. It's like lime green. I love it. Another blue one. Another pink one. Yeah. I can do just about any monogram. So what I do is, I've been wanting to try the resin, but most of the resin comes in like huge quantities, and I just wasn't sure yet. So Hobby Lobby, you know, they got rid of their 40% off coupon, so they clearanced a whole bunch of stuff for whatever reason, but they had a really good clearance this time, and I actually got in on it. I usually miss it. They don't have anything left, or our store hasn't clearanced anything like I see on other people's pages and stuff. But I got lucky this time, so I bought a whole bunch of stuff. And they had this Tim Holtz. Well, I think it's by Tim Holtz. It was with his stuff. No, this is by Ranger. It was with all the alcohol inks and stuff. But it's just clear resin. And got that sucker for $2.99. Regular $11.99. It's just small bottles, but that's okay. I bought the 3 that they had. And it's 2-part resin and hardener. Use equal parts. So I tried it. And then I also bought a whole bunch of glitter. I'm not going to show you all that, but I bought an assortment pack of glitter, and it's big chunky glitter from Let's Resin. I got it on Amazon, but Let's Resin, and they have a website and all too, and I'll try to link that below as well. But just a variety pack of a whole bunch of different colors, just so I could try it. You have to use a lot to get it to cover. The very first few that I did, you can see they're real transparent. I was afraid to use too much glitter. I was afraid it wouldn't harden. But I did some research and asked some smart people in the Facebook group, and they said, no, you can add as much as you want to. So I added more, and it made them much better. You can't see through them. Then you let it sit. I bought these molds. They're originally for like pop sockets for your phone. That's what they're originally designed for. And then this girl at work puts them on a badge reel. And this is the mold that you get. It's real thin. I put my magnet in, and then I pour my resin in, and then you just let it sit until it cures. It takes 2 or 3 days, and you pull it out. You know, the unmolding is really fun. And then you got your disc. It's real thin, lightweight. Then I use my Cricut. I cut a monogram out. I stick it on there. And then I use my UV resin and dome it and make it. You see how that's kind of got a indentation? And that one's, you're not be able to see it. It's kind of domed up. It's real clear. You can kind of see it. I use, with the UV resin, you have to use a UV light to cure it. You can put it outside in the sun, but that takes 2 forevers. Or you can use one of these handy dandy nail lamps. UV light, LED lights. I put that on there, 60 seconds, twice, and it cures it hard. You can add more if you need to. And it's hard. Still lightweight. It's not very heavy. But that is my new thing, and I love it. It is so much fun. All the little extra resin, because it's hard to mix just the right amount and add the right amount of glitter and everything. And I'm still, I'm still learning. But the extra that I have, I got another mold that has a whole bunch of different shapes on it. It's got some other stuff on there right now, but different shapes. Got some squares, some circle domes, hearts, all kinds of stuff. And that's what I use for all my extra little bits and pieces. Just dropping it everywhere. I'm going to make earrings out of them. They're just little domes. And I've added some alcohol ink to give it a little extra color. I did some hearts. I did a big square that could be a needle minder as well. I may put something on top of that or just leave it as is and make it a needle minder. A pink heart and a red heart. So all my extra stuff, I'm just making these. And I'll do something with them later. Little squares, a whole bunch of domes, different colors, some little teardrop shape. And that blue, that pretty blue. Don't waste anything. Don't waste it all. But I don't have to fill my mold up all the way, because you want extra room to be able to put your monogram on top. So that's what I've been doing. I love it. So much fun. I made a bunch of other new needle minders that are in my shop. I'm probably going to list these as well. They're on my Facebook and Instagram now. So if anybody's interested, y'all just send me a message there and I'll put those links down below. Bunch of colors. I just think it's fun. I'm having a blast. Who doesn't need more glitter in their life? And thankfully, I don't, so far so good, I don't have glitter everywhere yet. It's coming. It's coming though. All right, guys, I got to get these packed up and get them shipped out. I got some other stuff to ship out today. I also made some really pretty shadow boxes. Y'all seen my lighted shadow boxes. It's the same type of thing. It's layered paper. I've already got it packaged up and ready to go, but I'll put some pictures at the end so you can see what else I've been up to, because they're really pretty and I was real proud of those. But that's it for today. Y'all have a great day. Happy stitching and go enjoy yourself. Talk to y'all later. Bye.